Welcome to MacVoices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is the MacVoices update for September 2022. The good news is, I guess, that we don't have any bad things to report to you, but we also don't have a lot to talk about. There are a couple things, though, that I wanted to bring to your attention and ask for your participation in. First, last month, I talked a little bit about how MacVoices is hopefully evolving and going to be changing a little bit as we go forward. And we're continuing that process this month with a new briefing and also a new select tech. And I hope to keep that pace up, if even maybe improve it a little bit as we go along, just to add a little bit of varied programming to the interviews, group discussions, and all. The other thing, though, that I'm contemplating, and I said this in a MacVoices dispatch, and I'm asking now for your feedback as well, and that is to open up a MacVoices Discord. Up till now, and through now, of course, we have a Slack for MacVoices patrons. I'm contemplating opening a Discord for the simple fact that Discord seems to be very, very popular. A lot of groups are using it. That means a lot of people are going there, and a lot of people seem to like that particular interface. It does seem to be built a little bit more for social interaction as opposed to Slack, which feels like it's a little more business-like, and that was pointed out to me recently. So I'm asking for your input. Is that a good idea? Should it be for patrons only? Should it be open to the public? Would you participate? Do you prefer Slack, or do you prefer Discord, or just Twitter or Facebook, something else? I'd love to hear from you, because it's one more thing to do. It's one more place to check messages and all. And I definitely would want to do it right, but I'd also want to do it as a benefit for a lot of the audience. So let me know what you think. Along those lines as well, I'd love to hear what you like about MacVoices, what you don't like, or maybe would prefer not to see. If you have any ideas for guests or topics for the MacVoices live panel to discuss, or anything else, I'm kind of wide open. This is sort of a brainstorming time for me, and so I'm not rejecting any ideas. Obviously, there's some that will end up being unrealistic, or at least for now, but the door is wide open. So if you have thoughts, ideas, comments, wishes, desires, please let me know. Chuck at MacVoices.com or at Chuck Joyner on Twitter. Those are usually the two best places to reach me. The only other thing to talk about this month is the support report. We didn't have anyone at Platinum, but at Gold we had RVS, Web B, Mary G, David G, and Frank P. At Silver we had Baz, Craig A, Eric C, Bruce E, Tim G, Chuck P, Hal P, George R, and Daniel S. And at Bronze, we had Max C, Tom C, Brian F, Cletus H, Craig H, Greg H, Clinton M, John M, and Prop P. You know what's coming next. A big thank you for all our Patreon supporters. We really, really appreciate it. You help us pay the bills, keep things going, and give us the opportunity to talk to so many great people and deliver a lot of great information and a lot of great tech-oriented entertainment to so many folks out there. But that doesn't mean that the non-Patreon supporters don't get a little credit too. You all will buy things through our links, both our affiliate links and our sponsors, and click through on the sponsor links, and that lets them know that you're paying attention to MacVoices and therefore paying attention to them, which is always appreciated. Even if you just write positive reviews on iTunes or share the show with a friend or more than one friend, that all goes towards supporting MacVoices, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. More coming next month, as you might expect, but until then, and as always, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. Thanks for watching.
Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you MacVoices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.